Sea of Thieves, boys. The real pirate game, right? Not this skull and bones bullshit that we had. I mean, I didn't get it personally, but I did play the beta, and boy, was I disappointed when I thought, wow, we're gonna be playing an actual pirate game. I'm gonna be the pirate, we're gonna plunder, we're gonna jump on people's ships, because I've already seen Sea of Thieves footage, right? So I was expecting Skull and Bones to be on the same level as at least this, right? Like just with bad graphics. That's what I was expecting. Is that is that too much to expect from a game that was in development for like what 10 years or something like that? And a ridiculous amount of money went into it. You can't make something like this? Alright, that's cap, bro. That's good. Anyway, forget that game. Let's check out the real pirate game. Sea of Thieves on PlayStation 5, boys. Finally, we get to play the closed beta. And officially it comes out on the 30th of April. So I'm actually super excited, like, because my experience with it has been great. Apart from the rough start of getting in, obviously, because it's a closed beta, you expect bugs and all that, and not being able to actually send an Xbox player or a PC player an invite to my game. Like, it's not possible to do that right now. So unless they add that feature later on, then hopefully, well, if they add that feature later on, then it's completely like this is going to be the best game. Like it's literally going to be the best. If they don't sort that out quick, like I'm sure like that would be a feature, right? Like what I'm trying to figure out is because when I try to send an invite to somebody, it's gonna show up my PlayStation list. So when the game releases, is it gonna be like a universal list where it has like everybody on Microsoft, like Microsoft accounts as well, Xbox and PC users all gonna be on the same list with the PlayStation users? They're gonna have to try and implement something like that because yeah, currently tried with my Xbox friend, and he could invite me, right? But once like he loaded into a game, it said mismatch, and something like that. I can't remember exactly, but it basically came up with like an error sort of thing. So um, there is crossplay, but I can't go into a game with my friend, even though he invited me. We're literally in the party and everything, right? And we're loading up, and then he joins the game, but I get kicked back to like the main menu type of thing. So yeah, currently only Xbox people and PC people can invite, but it doesn't actually allow you to get into the game. So hopefully they sort that out. As you can see here, not creating my character, generating my pirate, and as you can see, I fell in love with that one character. Like as soon as I saw him, I was like, "What the heck?" Like he's actually a good-looking character. Like most of the characters kind of look like off and that, like you know what I mean, like super big nose or super big ears. Or I wanted the guy to look kind of normal, so he kind of looks like The Rock a little bit. But, yeah, Pixar Rock. But yeah, this game is absolutely sick. And once you get in the high seas, because I went straight into the high seas, I didn't mess around. Like obviously I did the tutorial and everything, but I go straight into the deep end and try to learn everything as fast as possible. So like yeah, also obviously changing up my controllers because first person shooter, like I always have like jump on the bumpers or something because like L1 just to keep my finger on the stick all times, you know. So like I know like I'm pretty competitive in that regard, you know. Like so I change my buttons to make it so it's more efficient, you know, when I'm doing stuff. But yeah, I love this game. I think I need to sort out the aim assist. The aim assist kind of feels a little bit off in this game. Yeah, I'll just have to when it officially comes out. I'm gonna have to like play with that a little bit. But I was killing people. So, yeah, it's I'm definitely loving it. Uh, this was a crazy game, man. Like honestly, the exploration, the map is massive, bro. And you see here in front of us, you've got a skeleton ship, freaking galleon. It looks freaking intimidating, like, but for me, like, I'm not afraid of anything. You know what I'm saying? It's just a video game at the end of the day. But like, you see this, like, it's like, yo, it's actually pretty intimidating. Like, damn, like these motherfuckers gonna try and sink me. But I actually have a ally that I met earlier on, which is kind of interesting. Honestly, this game is very funny. Like, if you watch the live stream, you'll see it more in deep, like the full interactions with these players that I have. Like, it's so funny, man. Like, I'll literally be like in a treasury, right? Like doing something, and all of a sudden, like pirates pop up. Like they're basically. I went into like this underwater tomb, right? And I was trying to figure out this puzzle, right, to try and get the treasure. And then I just see a dude like slide down because the way to get down is like you went down this like water slide type of thing all the way down. Like it was pretty cool, like the way you go down and you drop into this water at the bottom, right? And I like while I was doing that, while I just completed it, right? I see a guy drop into the water. Psh, I was like, oh shit. So I'm like, oh god, yeah. I was like, oh, this guy motherfucker times me, bruh. Like, I just did it, and he jumped down in the water, and all the treasures there for grabs. Like, I'm like, bruh, I already knew like my shit was done for. So what I did, I killed the dude, but apparently he was trying to speak to me, but his team voice chat wasn't working. But in the end, he was actually like a friendly, right? So, but uh, one of his crewmates that was a random whatever ended up sinking my ship. But like, I didn't know that because the voice chat didn't weren't working. So what I did is I uh, I went I put the treasure into the little mermaid statue things, which actually they hold your treasure, right? And no one else can grab that stuff until you come back for it. So like what I did that, spawned to my ship or whatever, like sailed all the way back to that spot, like, and the mermaid will pop up and everything, like having a loot ready. So like, I ended up getting more treasure in the end, which was like, it was a W, obviously. And then when I went to go sell the new treasure that I got, I bump into these motherfuckers again. Right, I bump into these same dudes again, thinking, they're gonna try to rob me, huh? But like, obviously, the one guy came. Oh yeah, I'll skip the little part of the story. The guy came back down, like once I've loaded all the treasure up, right? Before I went back to my ship, he came back down and like he wasn't really shooting at me or he was kind of. So I was like, oh, is he trying to chat? And his team chat is like messed up. So yeah, so skip back forward, selling my going to sell my treasure. I see him pull up again, so I was like, oh, he's cool and he's not gonna steal my shit. But like, there's another dude that was a random guy on his ship, right? So I go up to my ship. He ends up shooting me, and they all saw that. Oh, they kick him out of the crew or whatever, and then they ended up giving back the stuff that I had previously when my ship sunk, right? I had like the ashen key and all these other stuff, and they gave it back. I was like, oh, like so, like these little interactions, man. This is like makes it more immersive, like meeting actual people, like actual cool people as well. Like not everybody is trying out there to rob you and that, which was cool. Um, so, but like yeah, from there basically, I think it's the same guys here. We made an alliance, and now you see us uh trying to sink other people. Here we're jumping onto another galleon here. I've done this a few times already, so I kind of know what I'm doing. I've obviously seen footage of people do it as well. So coming up on the side of the ship, checking my surroundings a little bit, boarding, jumping on, running around just to try and see where he at. And there's a guy up the front. And I obviously actually dodged my ship. I was like, bro, I'll slice you up, bro. Where you going? I think he jumped off as well, but I jumped off. I pre-jumped off, not thinking that he was gonna jump off as well. Like, I ended up getting behind him again, like killed him. Pretty funny. I think his teammates can't start coming back and that, but my friend's literally inside there, blowing the ship up. So I think I ended up dying back on my ship, and yeah, we've got this galleon kind of surrounded, shooting cannons at it. Still getting used to like shooting the cannons and shooting myself out of it, trying to land on the ship. Missed completely. But one of my friends is like, well, my new friends is just jumped on the ship and anchored it. So he just dropped the anchor. So I'm gonna swim up alongside it. And here, like I'm guessing because of the beta, it's like bugs and obviously I get up on the side of the ladder and thinking like, yeah, I'm gonna help my teammate here. And as soon as I get on the ladder, I'm like, wait, what? Yeah, black screen and then send back to my ship. I'm like, bruh. But yeah, it's a beta. But obviously, hopefully that stuff don't happen on release, obviously. But yeah, man, get back in the thing. I think yeah, the other guys. By the time I get back over here, like I think they rage quit. So I was like, ah, man. I mean, I've actually sorted this problem out because I've got a lot of buttons on the D-pad now. Whereas I've got my throwables on the D-pad, like the plank, the bucket, the food on the D-pad now. I see a little tip about that, and I was like, yeah, it makes more sense to have on the D-pad because some of the stuff I keep on the scroll, but yeah, it's kind of annoying. Trying to hold the thing down, press triangle to go to throwables, and trying to do all that stuff, it makes it super slow, super clunky. So yeah, putting shortcuts is a lot better. I mean, I'm trying to jump off, but I'm getting sucked back into the freaking shit, bro. I was like, wait, what? What happened to me? And I'm actually stuck in the chair, bro. I'm like going down with the ship, bro. Like, what? Eventually, I get myself on loose. Get myself on loose here. Like, what the heck, man? But yeah, this game is super fun, man. Super, super fun. Can't wait till the 30th. Honestly. Like, look at this game, man. Like, it's so beautiful. You know? It's so beautiful. And making friends. Because, like, people say not to do open queue, but it's like, how else are you going to make friends if you don't do open queue? You know what I'm saying? Especially if you don't have people that already have it. I do have people on it, but it's better to make more friends. Open queue is a little bit more exciting as well, like for me. Anyway, like if I want to get something done, then I'll obviously, you know, pick certain people, right? But like here, we was getting a lot done here with these guys. They was random, right? So yeah. Anyway, that's the watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. God bless.